KXAN's Kevin Schwaller is live in North Austin at a TxDOT office. Kevin, how are crews preparing out there?
Well, crews are preparing. The lights are flashing out here. They're ready to get out on the roads, and we have started to see some crews drive past here to go to pre-treat some of those roads at this hour. And TxDOT wants drivers to be careful as this winter weather rolls in. Still, more than drivers and these road crews are bracing for this winter blast.
It's pretty cold. It's freezing. And yeah, and I've got my hands in cold pork, so that does not help.
We've got a steam table, and sometimes we stand over the grill.
Here at the Jalopy food truck in Austin, that heat is about all workers have.
Really, really cold. It's been terrible.
Now the shop will close for a time as the winter weather continues. If they venture out on their time off, employees expect to see traffic slowing down.
I think people to drive very slowly, like they're really nervous, but I ride my bike, so it doesn't matter that much to me.
Those of us that will head out on four wheels,
we're going to try to make sure we can prevent ice from forming out there.
For any possible precipitation, the main focus of TxDOT is going to be taking care of the roads in the Austin metro area, specifically ramps, overpasses, and bridges.
Just be cautious for black ice. That's one of the biggest concerns that we've seen all across the state of Texas, and so we want to make sure that just because you may not see snow on the ground doesn't mean that ice isn't out there.
Then it's time to wait and see what happens. If the roads start getting slick, trucks will move in, hitting the main stretches first. And TxDOT is reminding drivers just to slow down when they head out there tomorrow morning. And also, if you see any of these trucks, to make sure to give them at least 200 feet of space. Reporting live in Austin, Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
Kevin, thanks. So driving on ice is not something many of us are used to here in Central Texas. And even if you are used to it, it's still not easy. Take a look at drivers today in Kansas City, Missouri. This icy hill catching a lot of them by surprise. There they go. And no matter how much road crews do to prepare for this, it is still a dicey situation driving in bad weather. Some good reminders: if you have to drive slower, leave more space between you and the next car in case things get out of control. Use your low gear to keep traction, especially on hills. Brake gently to avoid skidding. If you do skid, take your foot off the accelerator. Steer in the skid in the direction you want the front wheels to go. If rear wheels go left, steer front wheels left. If rear wheels go right, steer front wheels to the right. You may have to steer each way a few times to get control of your vehicle. If you have standard brakes, pump them. If you have anti-lock brakes, do not pump. Instead, apply steady pressure. A quick check of the Austin Bergstrom International Airport website tonight, and cancellations and delays have not been too bad over the past several hours. And places that have been likely connected to the Dallas hubs. Looking at FlightAware's misery map tonight, North Texas has had the largest percentage of misery this evening at both Love Field and DFW. Houston with Hobby and Bush Intercontinental, well, it's not a whole lot better there this evening, numbers-wise. Chicago's airports have had the most problems overall with the storm affecting arrivals and departures. We have more local flight delay information for you at KXAN.com.
The operator of the state's electricity grid says there will be enough power for all of us to turn on our heaters during this winter's storm. But ERCOT is also warning everyone that it may have to ask customers to cut their usage if significant failures occur at the state's power plants. You may remember in February of 2011, the power was turned off in hundreds of thousands of homes across the state. Here in Austin, about 80,000 people experienced the rolling blackouts. At the time, ERCOT had asked energy utilities to temporarily turn off power to prevent a system-wide blackout. The extreme low temperatures had caused many power plants to shut down. Most of the power plants in Texas are all connected on a grid, and when too many have to shut down, the effects are felt across the state.